Talia and Tristan were still trapped in the multiverse. The step siblings wandered from world to world in a desperate search for their original home. Ultimately, they tried to make the best of their situation, however terrible it may have been. Unfortunately, however, the two paid little attention to the details of the worlds they roamed. What, for example, distinguished the current world from the others? Well, this world never had a Thanos. Instead, a heroic paladin named Tristan converted Talia to the side of good. These two multiverse versions of our familiar protagonists appeared on the scene. While our Talia was enjoying herself at the bar as usual, the two grabbed her stepbrother and after the brief attack, disappeared as quickly as they had come. Talia didn't know what to do. Well, she'd got drinks for herself and Tristan, and she knew exactly what to do with those.
A few moments later.
5 minutes later, though, the drinks were history, and she grew bored. So she set out in search of Tristan. Yet in a world where Thanos had never existed, the Dark Elves had never been exterminated either. Talia, who had missed all these details, was therefore quite astonished when she came across a group of them. A thoughtful viewer might now wonder whether they mistook her for Multiverse Talia and were therefore hostile towards her. But fortunately, the authors didn't think that far ahead, so the two parties joined forces to free Tristan and defeat their multiverse counterparts. Talia and the inattentive Evil seemed to be completely surprised that Tristan had allowed himself to be captured. Who could have guessed that a hero who regularly walks into traps would, once again, walk into a trap?
So my favorite stepbrother let himself get caught again, like a klutzy rabbit in a bear trap. You can't take your eyes off him for a single second. Typical Tristan, always in the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong attitude. Oh, my shining Tristan, look how wonderfully we defeat evil together. Hand in hand, we march toward a bright future brimming with justice. This vile creature who simply mimics your appearance is disgusting.
Quite right, my virtuous companion. Together we are an unstoppable team of righteousness. It's a good thing we caught this monster, even if he does look fantastic.
You are simply the most wonderful paladin in the entire multiverse, my dear Tristan. Ugh, how disgusting is that? Did the developers put me in a romantic comedy? The things I have to put up with here again. But fine. Time to head for the dungeon. I'm gonna get diabetes just from listening. It's even darker in here than in Tristan's brain. Wait a minute. Why are there torches flickering like a broken nightlight?
Indeed. Something appeared to have gone seriously wrong here. The dungeon heart showed all the signs of a catastrophic system update. The way it generally goes when you let the little snots take care of it. The usual hordes, demons, and undead had simply disappeared.
Oh, fantastic! And I just stepped in something slimy. Gross. That feels like Tristan's favorite pudding. Oh, where are those little snots when you need them?
Fortunately for the pragmatically improvising Evil, the dungeon heart was not completely destroyed. Thanks to Talia's short-term alliance with the Dark Elves, the mission was clear. Restore the dungeon to working order and free Tristan.
Wonderful! Then get a move on you, new Dark Elves. relatives, brothers and sisters, as my dorky stepbrother likes to say. Let's get the dungeon up and running again. And if a few heroes die in the process, all the better. Forward, my as yet unknown minions. Let us show that we Dark Elves are the most evil creatures of all.
The architecturally experimental Evil set about testing the new rooms. First, the Dark Portal Room. Here, Dark Elves could be hired and revived, this time in exchange for gold. They worked in a completely different manner than demons.
Wait. Can we just have a quick word about this whole Dark Elf thing? I thought they were all dead, exterminated, destroyed, consigned to the afterlife and so forth. Wasn't there something about my foster father Thanos and all that?
That was in your world, you multiverse-bewildered moron. But we're in the multiverse now. In this dimension, there never was a crazy Thanos. Instead, the local multiverse Tristan successfully converted the local multiverse Talia to the cause of good.
Okay. Spare me all the backstory with family trees and alternate realities. I'm here to bust skulls, spread chaos, and,
Free Tristan?
Exactly. Tristan, right! That's right! No one is allowed to mess with my stupid stepbrother. That's my exclusive prerogative. Anyone who wants to mess with him has to get past me first.
Payday. Creatures are collecting their pay.
The quality-conscious Evil was impressed by its new Dark Elf subordinates. Not only were they significantly stronger against heroes at night, but they also attacked more quickly. Dark Elves had joined the pointy-eared Evil's army. An interesting trade-off for the other missing factions.
Well, Dark Elves are simply the best. Have you ever had any doubt? We Dark Elves are naturally superior, more elegant, more deadly, and much more stylish than those clumsy orc brutes or drooling undead. If you're going to be evil, at least do it with class.
If self-praise really did stink, there wouldn't be a deodorant in the world that could save you. Hostile entities set out to attack the dungeon. Perfect timing, thought the strategically pleased evil. The ideal opportunity to test out the second new rune. The kennel could be used to sway wild entities to the side of evil. Admittedly, the success rate was, well, rather modest. A considerable number of them would be required. Quantity over quality was the order of the day here.
That sounds both intriguing and tedious. Luckily, I have my hard-working little snots to do all the dirty work for me. Get a move on, you lazy maggots. Capture those critters and turn them into useful subjects.
Payday.
The first heroes set off for the hospitable evil's dungeon.
Ah, let them come. My dark elf siblings and I will defeat them, confuse them, and show them who's boss here. We'll catapult spoonfuls of disgusting slime right into their faces.
Your enemies are in the dungeon. new area of the dungeon has been discovered.
My brothers, in your eyes, I see the same anger that drives me. The day may come when heroes lose their courage, abandon their companions, and break their bonds with all good people. But that day is yet far off. So let's work on that!
That speech reminds me a little of Tristan. And when I say a little, I mean shamelessly copied to a T and twisted into something even.
Oh, shut it, smartass! The speech works anyway!
Ah, there's the first successfully tamed being. These creatures were also stronger at night, and together with the Dark Elf Beastmaster, they formed a truly unbeatable unit. The animal-loving evil was delighted and could hardly wait to use its beloved pet in the next battle.
Payday! Creatures are collecting their pay.
The kennel had been completed, and the new creature-wasting evil had the first tamed entities under its control. Now it was time for more action.
Finally! Time to kick some ass! Forward, my dark siblings and you newly converted critters! Oh, Tristan, I can feel evil growing ever stronger. This terrible darkness is spreading. We absolutely have to do something about this.
Sorry. When you say Tristan, do you mean me, or... Of course she means me, you confusingly handsome devil. Talia, my beloved partner in the fight for justice. Despair not. Together we will eradicate this vile evil from the world.
The spider nest had been successfully cleared out. The path to the dungeon entrance was now free of crawling vermin. A true blessing for all those among the evil forces who suffered from arachnophobia.
Your gold vein is nearly exhausted.
Hello? Could we perhaps take a short break? I need to, step out for a moment.
What? Again? You just wait. We can't keep stopping for you. You prisoner, you. We need to return to our base immediately.
You are absolutely right, beloved Talia. But, I have to be honest. I need to step away for a moment myself. All this righteousness is very theoretic.
So, I'm not sure I can really handle an entire episode with doppelgangers of Talia and Tristan.
One of your creatures is furious and is on strike. Payday. Creatures are collecting their pay. Your little snots have dug into a spider nest. One of your creatures is furious and is on strike. A gold vein has been mined out. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
I must say, you two work together like a perfectly coordinated team. No arguments, no disagreements. That's almost eerily harmonious. Naturally. True virtue leads to perfect harmony, my captive doppelganger.
Exactly. When you carry goodness in your heart, there is no reason for disagreements. We are like two souls in perfect harmony.
Ugh. Two souls in perfect boredom, I'd say.
Where's the passion in that?
The drama, murder, manslaughter.
One of your creatures has become livid with rage. Ding dong, it's payday.
Could you perhaps arrange a more comfortable prison for me? These bars are cutting into my heroic shoulders. What's more, the straw here is older than my own grandmother. I'm sorry, but captivity is supposed to be uncomfortable. You handsome scoundrel. It's clearly stated in the Hero's Code, Chapter 12, Paragraph 4.
That's right. We follow all the regulations governing lawful capture. Even the age size meets the minimum standard.
Payday.
I must say, you two work together like a perfectly coordinated team. No arguments, no disagreements. That's almost eerily harmonious. Naturally. True virtue leads to perfect harmony, my captive doppelganger.
Exactly. When you carry goodness in your heart, there is no reason for disagreements. We are like two souls in perfect harmony.
Ugh. Two souls in perfect boredom, I'd say.
Where's the passion in that?
The drama, the murder, manslaughter.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
My good doppelganger is so virtuous, she probably apologizes to flowers for picking them.
Payday. Creatures are collecting their pay. A gold vein is almost exhausted.
Could you perhaps arrange a more comfortable prison for me? These bars are cutting into my heroic shoulders. What's more, the straw here is older than my own grandmother. I'm sorry, but captivity is supposed to be uncomfortable, you handsome scoundrel. It's clearly stated in the Hero's Code, Chapter 12, Paragraph 4.
That's right. We follow all the regulations governing lawful capture. Even the cage size meets the minimum standards.
dug into a spider room. Payday. Your enemies are in the dungeon.
I must say, you two work together like a perfectly coordinated team. No arguments, no disagreements. That's almost eerily harmonious. Naturally, true virtue leads to perfect harmony, my captive doppelganger.
Exactly. When you carry goodness in your heart, there is no reason for disagreements. We are like two souls in perfect harmony.
Ugh. Two souls in perfect boredom, I'd say.
Where's the passion in that?
The drama, murder, manslaughter.
Your little snots have dug into a spider nest.
them, overwhelm them, rout them, and... Hey! Wait for me, you eager hunts! By the goddess! Is that a doppelganger of me? But how vulgar and uncouth! She's even more evil than the most sinister dark elf I've ever met. Oh, thank you very much for that wonderful compliment. Finally, someone who appreciates my true qualities.
I don't think that's a compliment. Oh, whatever. Just get me out of here already, Talia. I'm begging you.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
I'm starting to get hot flashes in here. Stuffier than Talia's alchemy lab after a failed experiment. By that, I mean my Talia. I really need a break.
Oh, really? Well, I think it's our sacred duty as righteous beings to also look after the needs of our prisoners. Even villains deserve humane treatment.
Exactly, my wonderful Talia. You truly are a shining jewel of goodness. Your kindness knows no bounds, even with villains.
Suddenly, a strange hole opened up in the geologically surprised Evil's dungeon. Apparently, no one had thought about earthquakes when drawing up the building plans.
What the hell is going on? Yuck! Nasty vermin are crawling into my beautifully furnished dungeon. How rude and ill-mannered. I'm sure as hell gonna show them who's boss.
In any case, the seismic movements in the underground seem to be changing the dungeon architecture as well. Access to another dungeon entrance had opened up, an unexpected construction milestone.
Well, at least that's something. Forward, my creatures! Beat up anything that doesn't obey my orders. And clear this vermin out of my immaculate dungeon while you're at it.
You have destroyed an entrance to the depths.
payday. Creatures are collecting their pay.
Sister Virtue over there is just like me, only without everything that makes me interesting.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
An entrance to the depths has opened in the dungeon.
Finally, my dark relatives have gathered in sufficient numbers. Look, a truly impressive army of dark elves. You may not be as perfectly evil as I am, but hey, nobody is. Forward, my pointy-eared brothers and sisters. Show those virtuous lovebirds what real dark elf power is all about. Trample their hopes, shatter their dreams, and generally make their lives difficult. With style and elegance, of course.
You have eliminated an entrance to the depths.
Showed him.
did you do, Rachel? Oh, it was wonderful. Talia was about to attack an orphanage when I stopped her and converted her to the good.
And the moment our eyes met, we both knew we belonged together. It was like sunshine and rainbows at the same time. Ugh, that's more disgusting than rotten dragon eggs. That doppelganger of mine is more than a little annoying. She's always so evil and loud.
Oh, yeah, and how? She once put fire ants in my pants just because I was too slow renovating the dungeon. That burn for days.
Totally justified. And we're only step-siblings. Imagine what I would do to a washed-up, sissified version of myself. Wait a minute. Siblings? So you two aren't a couple? But I thought... Gag bath yuck. Just the thought of it. That's even more disgusting than little snot soup with a spider mold. Chase is really exhausting. I need a short break to catch my breath and meditate a little.
Of course, my beloved Talia. Your health and well-being come first. We'll take a break immediately. Talia, please save me now. So damn weird and unbearable to be on the road with these two lovebirds. They're always giving compliments and they cuddle.
Your gold vein is nearly exhausted.
An entrance to the depths appeared in the dungeon.
payday.
You have destroyed an entrance to the depths.
Your little snots have completely mined out the gold vein. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
So sickly sweet that I'm getting diabetes and tooth decay at the same time.
You have lost a creature forever. Your army has just decreased in size due to death.
entrance to the depths has opened in the dungeon.
Payday! Creatures are collecting their pay. One of your creatures has bit the dust.
Entities have entered the dungeon through an entrance to the depths. Eliminated an entrance to the depths.
A gold vein is almost exhausted. Enemies have entered the dungeon. Your little snots have dug into a spider nest. payday. You've dug into a spider room.
An entrance to the depths appeared in the dungeon.
Your little snots are completely mined out of gold veins.
A number of entities have stumbled out of the depths into your dungeon.
Enemies have entered the dungeon. It's payday. Your little snots have dug up a spider.
You have destroyed an entrance to the depths.
Your enemies are in the
An
dungeon.
entrance to the depths has opened in the dungeon. Unfortunately, Talia and the too late arriving evil arrived too late. The multiverse counterparts, including the captured Tristan, had already escaped.
Damn it all! They've disappeared again! I could have sworn that with all those constant breaks, we would finally catch up with them. Onward, creatures! Start the chase immediately! No mercy, no prisoners! Well, except for our Tristan, of course!
Tune in next week to find out what happens next.
Who's given me the TV script again?
Oh, never mind. You'll find out what happens next in the next mission, of course, oh sequel-hungry evil.